Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I don't want to start off on the wrong foot this morning, but I'm going to need more likes on this video. Or stream or whatever. Like, right away. So. Is that a little less hot? Is that a little less hot? Hot. It's got a hot mic, Chet. Chet, we got a hot one. Smash like, everybody. We'll be started in just a little bit. Fuck that song. Get the fuck out of here with that. Man, I'm just gonna say, if you don't feel the power on this one, that's on you. Dios mío. Chet. Uno más, mi amigo. Uno más. Okay. We should probably get started. I can't just sit here and jam all day. What's up, everybody? Man, have you ever started a live stream and you were like, man, we're gonna talk about Dr. Doom today. It's gonna be fantastico. And then you stumble upon some random ass EDM Spanish guitar song, and all you want to do is listen to that the whole day now. Yeah, me neither. Never had that experience. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Nerd Vengers, Broke Vengers, Haterators, and more. Oh, and yeah, we're going to let the hair just do its thing today. Quarantine hair, getting out of control. We're just going to let it do its thing for at least a while. See what happens. So, with this Dr. Doom news, man. Oh, man, there's a lot we got to talk about today, actually. This Dr. Doom news, ladies and gentlemen, it's got me a little excited. The implications, the possibilities. Pretty cool stuff. So we're going to get into all that. And to be honest with you, if I may just be completely honest, what I want to do, I want to go ham on Doom. Let me know if you'd be okay with this in the chat too, because we don't have to do this. But this is what I would like to do. Per favor. I want to just do Doom all day. I want to blabber about Doom. I want to blabber about Doom Wars, Ultimatum, Doom 2099. I just want to talk about Victor. Then I want to go into the theater. I want to watch Dr. Doom videos. I want to watch the death battle between Doom and Vader and comment on it. And then I want to watch videos explaining who Doom is, what his powers are, etc., etc. I want to go find articles where they talk about Doom's power. And I want to talk shit on all the people that write those articles and talk about how they don't know anything about comics. I want to just go in, man. I want to go Doom, Doom, Doom. And then when we're done, we'll Doom some more till the Doom come home. That's what I want to do until it's Doom o'clock. But of course, we don't have to do that. We could talk about Star Wars. Ugh. I don't have a caffeine problem. Everybody shut your mouth. Now, while we're on the topic of Star Wars, I actually wanted to stop for just a second. I had an idea for a song. Okay. I had an idea for a way to help the transition that we're all going through right now. Chet, give me some sad music, you stupid fuck. No! Sad! Jesus Christ. That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so. We're going through a transition. As a community, as a fan base, as an internet, we've gone from a heavy Star Wars focus into a heavy Marvel focus. And this is a little awkward for the community. This is a little awkward for the community. And for the fans and for everybody watching. I feel the tension. I see the emails. I see the DMs. And I care. So, in order to help our transition as a fan base to move from Star Wars to Marvel, I thought we could come up with a song that we could sing together. If you're a Star Wars fan, I don't know, you might not like it. So, here's what I was thinking. Have you ever heard of Bob Marley's No Woman, No Cry? It's very easy. No Star Wars, no cry. No Star Wars, no cry. And I'm going the whole way. Say I remember when we used to cheer. A 2015 Force Awakens. Oh yeah, we're going the whole way. And it's just so that we can get all the Star Wars fans the fuck away from the channel, to be honest with you. Leave! Go! It's over! We're Marvel now! I don't even want to see you! Get out of here! I'll probably get a call from the producers, but look, we're just having fun. Okay? We're just having fun. But we're going to have a lot more fun if you leave, is the point. So, it's Marvel time. Buckle up, babies. Because it's time to talk about Dr. Doom. Okay, so, how many of you guys remember when Charles Murphy talked about this in 2019? Put a 1 into the chat if you remember. See, buddy. Put a 1 into the chat if you remember. Oh, hello. Hello, community. Yeah, me too. Totally. We talked about when Secret Wars came out in 2016. Oh, I mean, for sure, dude. Everybody, well, not everybody, but anybody that was like a hardcore comics fan while also being an MCU fan was like, dude, Doctor Doom? Gonna need a little Doctor Doom coming up. You know what I mean? To get to that Secret Wars, baby. And yeah, in 2016, that was the rage. If you're a Doom fan, which, I mean, yeah. If you're a Doom fan, you know, you will know that God Emperor Doom, one of our finest moments. One of our finest moments. I actually have a theory about God Emperor Doom. Can I tell you guys a theory real quick? Can we get like hella nerdy? Like real quick, like off the jump, like on Front Street. Can we get like the nerdiest real quick? Okay. Y'all know about the series Dune? D-U-N-E. And it's a miracle I can spell that word. I can't spell anything. But you know about this book, yes? So in the final book... Oh, man, this is kind of spoilers. I'm going to kind of ruin some stuff for you guys. Should we... Spoiler warning for the Dune series. If you would not like to know about the end of this, maybe leave for a minute or two. Go consolidate the Star Wars fans in the lobby. They're probably freaking out. And then come back up. Okay. Spoilers. Spoilers. In the third book, one of the heroic characters turns into a giant worm that rules the universe. Yeah. Now, this giant worm motherfucker, he oppresses everybody. He's a big old a-hole. He sucks. But he does so because of a prophecy, and it's called the Golden Prophecy. Okay? And he's actually serving and functioning as a force of nature that is necessary to get humans to go to their next stage of evolution. And so he willingly becomes this grand oppressor in order to force humanity to basically like get out from under the societal bullshit that it's done. Okay? The point is this. He oppress, but he protect. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing the bad thing because he thinks it's the right thing. Okay? Remind you of anyone? Dr. Doom in Secret Wars, I've often wanted to ask Mr. Jonathan Hickman if he's ever considered God Emperor Doom in any way similar to God Emperor of Dune. You know what I'm saying? So... yeah, there we go. Jumping off point, super nerdy, ADD, whatever. Now, oh my God, Jesus Christ, Trev. That's like borderline. Okay, so yeah. So when it comes to Doctor Doom, this is an incredible character that Marvel fans have wanted in the MCU for a long, long time. Okay, obviously he was caught up with Fox. Okay, now again, let's explain why Doctor Doom was over at Fox, and that is because the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom by association and connection was sold in the 90s by Marvel to avoid bankruptcy. And so what they did was they sold a bunch of their IP. They sold a bunch of their valuable IP. This would be Spider-Man, X-Men, and Fantastic Four. Okay? So Doctor Doom is inherently valuable. Getting him back is a super big deal. People are excited for it. Now, everyone has been curious about what they will do with Victor in the MCU. Okay? But beyond that, I can't even talk about it without talking about the inevitability, in my opinion, of Secret Wars. Okay? And so, because I really and truly believe that, which, by the way, I have to just admit something. A lot of establishment scoopers, websites, people are talking less and less about Secret Wars. You'll notice something, and I'm not calling anybody out, but this is just the reality of the situation. The further people get to institutional, powerful people, like let's say if you got an interview with Kevin Feige recently, the closer you get to that, the further you get from actually being trustworthy. That's just reality. The closer you get to that, the further you get from trustworthy. Okay? So some of the people and some of the scoopers and some of the people that literally, ladies and gentlemen, I had conversations with about the inevitability of Secret Wars are now pretending that Secret Wars isn't a thing. Isn't that interesting? I'm still going to pretend that it's a thing. I'm going to still act like it's a thing. So for me, I still have to think about Doctor Doom as we head towards Secret Wars. Now, I'm not saying Secret Wars is like the next thing. I think it's could be a fair bit of time away. You know what I mean? Especially with everything that's going on, right? So let's start there. Basement of Doctor Doom. We've set the table. Yesterday, Fandom Wire. You know what? Let me set this up. Let's do our due diligence. Let's go into the theater. Get this set up, guys. 2 seconds here. And we'll watch the article. Or watch the article. I guess we will watch the article. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. Everybody good? No shoving. No pushing. Okay. Here we are. Everybody good? Let's make sure everybody's good. I think we're good. Bruh, I missed the previews, bruh. Yeah, you'll be fine, son. Okay, here we go. Doctor Doom to debut in Black Panther 2. Exclusive from Andy Signor and Fandom Wire. Look, we've talked about Andy before. I have to believe that Andy does have actual sources. And I think he's gotten some stuff right. I mean, they've gotten some stuff wrong. That's just the game. So we're going to talk about the report. I'm not saying this is gospel, but I did, to the credit of Andy, I did see he and Charles conversing a little bit on Twitter, and he also added credit to Charles's report from 2019, which, look, there are trades in Hollywood that don't do that. You know what I mean? Any modicum of respect in 2020, 2021, tip of the hat from me. So here we go. Sources have exclusively revealed to Fandom Wire and friends at Popcorn Planet that Doctor Doom is set to make his MCU debut in Ryan Coogler's Black Panther 2. Marvel's iconic Latvian villain, Victor Von Doom, has traditionally always been centered as the main baddie against the Fantastic Four, even appearing in every live-action Fantastic Four movie to date. But sources tell us that Kevin Feige wants to mix things up for Doctor Doom's MCU debut. You'd love to see it. The Marvel Cinematic Universe intends to use Doctor Doom as his own character outside of the Fantastic Four franchise to start. He will be appearing in smaller role as the overall bad guy pulling the strings in Black Panther 2. We're also told Doom's appearance in Black Panther 2 will not just be as Victor, but in full Doctor Doom armor. Wow. To add some credence to our report, Charles Murphy had previously reported a rumor he heard that Doom would be the villain of the Black Panther sequel. Okay, so the MCU's current plan is to build Doctor Doom as the new Thanos-level threat over numerous Marvel projects. Our sources did confirm that Victor Von Doom will eventually meet up with Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, Ben Grimm at some point in the future, but not anytime soon. As Marvel's Disney Investor Day revealed, the MCU's Fantastic Four is coming in live-action film to be directed by Spider-Man MCU Trilogy's director, John Watts. With the MCU Fantastic Four movie not arriving until after Black Panther 2 and Ant-Man Quantumania, which many are hoping will debut the Fantastic Four themselves. That is true. Starring Doctor Doom in the Black Panther sequel could make sense. Comic readers know Doctor Doom has played a big part in the Black Panther series, and this current plan by Kevin Feige could be a means to get the popular Doom War story in a film or Disney Plus series. Let's see here. I need to... hang on. It should also be noted that Black Panther 2 was always intended to be a launching pad for big new Marvel characters, including Doctor Doom, but with the tragic loss of Chadwick Boseman, everything was put into question. However, Marvel has made it clear they intend to push through with Black Panther 2 as a tribute to its star. By not recasting him or using CGI, Ryan Coogler and Marvel are currently still rewriting and finishing the script to honor its star and adjust its lead. But as fast as they are moving, it seems the main plot Coogler conceived is still being kept as the baseline. Kevin Feige even commented this in a recent interview. So much of the Black Panther comics and that first movie is the world of Wakanda. Wakanda is a place to further explore with characters and different subcultures. This was always and initially the primary focus of the next story. That's interesting. We'll talk about that. We have a report coming later this week about new changes and new characters for Black Panther 2. So make sure to follow Fandom Wire on all those things. Blah, 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 blah. I haven't watched the video. But yeah, so that is the report. Now, we could, and maybe we should. Let me see. Let me go find Charles's report. Yes? This is probably the best thing to do, right? Let's find Charles' report. Hey, Charles, where you at, though? Let's see here. Charles Murphy, Doom, Black Panther 2. Oh, this is a year ago. But there was... Okay, well, interesting. All right, we'll go through this article rather quickly. I don't want to just read articles. I feel like I'm going to lose you guys. That's kind of boring. But I think for this point, it's important to sort of get the context here, okay? So, can you see? Wow, this article's a little weird. The way it's on the screen. Charles, why you do this? I mean, maybe it's just my super stupid big monitor. Yeah. There we are. All right, guys, one more article, and then we'll talk about what this means, okay? What I heard this week, Black Panther 2, this was over a year ago by Charles. Every now and then I come across some information, the veracity of which can be confirmed by a second source. Wow. What happens far more often is that the veracity, I don't know if that's the right word. Anyway, what happens far more often is that I come across some information that, while believable and from trustworthy sources, cannot be confirmed by other sources for various reasons. Typically, when the second scenario occurs, I move on and forget about the information unless, in a rare instance, it turns out to be proven true somewhere down the road. I try to do that too, actually. It's best to just literally try to delete stuff from your brain because people try to feed you misinformation. So you just got to Just trust your people and delete stuff that you don't trust. But it does get stuck in there sometimes. This Thanksgiving weekend has served up a cornucopia of information that I have not been able to verify, but that has come from trustworthy sources. Read sources who have given, again, should be real sources who have given previous information that has been confirmed. And I've decided to share some of these. It's important to understand that because I can't verify these with a second source, I myself treat them as rumor. Okay, I'm going to just kind of move on to the thing here. Things I heard this week. Dr. Doom will be the villain of Black Panther 2 when it hits theaters May 6th, 2022. Victor Von Doom will be expanding his empire, conquering parts of Africa, and ultimately come into conflict with the nation of Wakanda and the Black Panther. That represents the entirety of what I was told. That's how it works sometimes. I was given no additional context, no additional details, nothing. At this point, you know what I know. From what I was told, however, one can begin speculating and have some fun thinking about how something like this might play out if it were actually true. And then he goes on to sort of talk about like what he thinks would happen. You know what I mean? With Dr. Doom and all of that, okay? So. Pretty cool stuff. Those are the reports. Look, Gray Box is back. Stupid Gray Box. Okay, so that's the report. So, a couple of different things going on. Jesus, this hair. Every time I see it, I'm like, no! A couple of different things going on. Have y'all ever read Doom Wars? Do you know about Doom Wars at all? Dude, Doom Wars is like crazy, okay? So I want to sort of talk about Doom Wars. I also want to sort of talk about Ultimatum. Okay? Because these stories both share one very important theme. And that is that Dr. Doom is crazy behind the scenes in ways that you totally underestimate. So, like, in Doom Wars, there's, like, all of this conflict. There's all this stuff going on. And it does have to do with Wakanda, actually. It's really interesting. And even, like, Storm gets involved. It gets crazy. But, like, the whole while, Doom is, like, pulling the strings. And you, like, don't know until, like, the end. You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh, my God. Like, this dude knew everything about everybody. And then he played everybody against each other. Okay? Same thing with Ultimatum. And the reason I want to bring Ultimatum up, guys, is because when Jeremy was talking about that Ultimatum scoop, it really stuck out to me. There was a big reason that I wanted to work with him on that scoop specifically and talk to him about that scoop specifically. And part of the reason is because I think when it comes to Doom and when it comes to Magneto and when it comes to the stuff that they have going on with the villains over at Marvel, I think they're going to go big. I think they're going to combine some stories. And I think the thing that they can do with Doom is have everybody hate and fear him. Like everybody. But in order for that to happen, it has to be like we have to explain to the audience and show how his machinations and his authoritarian mindset, and you know what I mean, like his just who he is as a person is like super dangerous. And we have to understand that like he'll cross the X-Men. The only people he won't cross are Latverians. You know what I mean? So he'll cross anybody. Anybody. And when I think about Black Panther 2 and the idea of Doom Wars, doing some kind of Doom Wars scenario, maybe a combination with Ultimatum, That's kind of exciting, man. You know, that's kind of exciting and puts a really nice little spot in the world for Doom. But now let me say my greatest fear. And I've talked about this before. Okay, so stop me if you've heard this one. I'll tell you this. I do not want, and I don't know if I can deal personally with Victor Von Doom killing T'Challa. Okay? So, let me ask you, chat. Will you be okay with it if Victor Von Doom kills T'Challa? Oh, man, look at you guys. Heartless. Heartless. Oh, my God. Wow. Remind me never to upset you guys. Good thing I'm always really friendly to the chat. Because you all are heartless. Savages. Nah, it's mixed. It's mixed. It puts Doom over? In a way, sure. Woo! Woo! I just sneezed my hair into a nice poof. Look at that. That is a nice ass poof. Thank you. Dude, I'm okay. Okay, so let me just be freaking nerdy about this. I'm okay with his machinations and his plans leading to the death of T'Challa. But these are two characters I really like. And in the comics, T'Challa and Doom have had some pretty interesting interactions, actually. King to king. I like that shit. See, okay. It all comes back to the fact that I don't even want them to kill T'Challa. I'm pissed. As a comic book fan, look, I get it. I am team recast. I am team recast. And I get it. In fact, are you guys team recast? But we got to do a fucking poll. We got to do a poll right now. Straw poll. Hang on. Because my thing is this. Marvel's just acting like it's the obvious choice to not recast. And I'm like, nope. And there's a reason you're doing that. And it's shady. Super sus. All right, hang on. Let me get it set up. Oh my God, look at this. Watch this. Look at this. This is what the stupid Charas. Oh, Charas. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here's the link. Everybody ready? Lincoln now. The link is in the chat. Go vote. Make your voice heard. I'll give everybody a couple, give everybody a little time, and then we'll see where everybody's at with this. You're not going to vote? You want a third option? That's totally fair. Voted? Nice. Nice. Oh, Henry Lee. Well done. Yeah, we'll count this and then we'll recount it. Boom. Nice. Vote away, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give everybody just a minute. I know there's some boomers out there that are like, so wait, what's a link? What is he talking about? There's fraud. There's already fraud. Hey now. I'll resemble that remark. Motherfucker, I was born in North Carolina. My family is from West Virginia. I got coal miners that I see every holiday. So y'all just shut the fuck up. All right, here we go. Should Black Panther be recast? Duh. Ooh, that's pretty close. Look at that. Not what I expected. Ooh, let me adjust this. I mean, you guys can see it, but it kind of doesn't look that great. The pie chart's the really, like, juicy part of the image. Nom, 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 nom. Look at that. Damn. Maybe we should recount. Holy shit. So this is what I think. Let me just talk about this. Everybody's like, I don't understand. Just recast. Look, Chadwick's passing affected me heavily. You know what I mean? And I don't even want to really talk about it because it's going to take me to a weird place. But we had a stream behind the scenes. I wept like a baby. You know what I mean? Like, Chadwick's passing really affected me. As a one being to another being, that was a good soul. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I think this is, I don't know him, but this is what I think. Okay? What I think is that Chad would be the guy to say, no, recast it, let another person carry the mantle. The character is too important. The character must persist. You know what I mean? Like, I think killing him off is not, that's, to all the Black Panther fans like me that have been reading this character for over a decade and were so excited to see how that character, who, by the way, wasn't even really T'Challa until the end of, like, he becomes T'Challa at the end of Civil War. So we get, like, a whole movie with him being on, like, a crazy blood rage thing, which doesn't even match up to the character from the comics, but it's okay because it's postmodern. They're trying to show whatever. T'Challa is dope. I can't believe we're going to go do Avengers vs. X-Men. We're going to go do Secret Wars. We're going to go do Secret Warriors, Secret Invasion. Name your Marvel story. Name your Marvel story. I can't believe we're going to do that without T'Challa. I can't believe it. I don't want that to be the case. That sucks. That's stupid, in my opinion. Why are you doing that? Why are you just removing the character? Out of respect? Do we know what Chad wants? Chad didn't even tell y'all about his illness, and you're going to act like you know what he wants. And then there's the whole situation with, like, Shuri and Letitia, right? Letitia said, cancel Black Panther 2 on social media. Why'd she say that? What's going on? So, some thoughts for you. Now, the point is, when it comes to Black Panther 2 and this movie, it's sort of a quagmire of touchy things and also things that they wanted to set up. I think all the reporting that we talked about is accurate insofar as that's clearly what they're thinking about. The show, or rather the movie, is going to open up the world of Wakanda and fully explore that, integrating into the world, which actually does demand that it will be different than the comics, because Wakanda never really did that. You know what I mean? Wakanda's still very much Zion. I mean, look, I don't read, like, nowadays Marvel comics because most of it's crap, but Marvel, Wakanda was always a Zionist-like state. You know what I mean? Like, they never came out to the world and were like, we're going to help y'all out. No. Nope. That didn't happen. That's a Disney Marvel thing. Now, I actually like it. I think it's kind of cool. I'm excited to see how it works in the future. But that's not the comics. You know what I mean? So, I think if they kill... So, even killing T'Challa pisses me off. I don't like it. You know what I mean? Not a fan of killing off T'Challa. I would really like that character to stick around. If Doctor Doom literally comes out in a scene with him and like floats him up with magic and then crushes him, dude, no one will ever like Doctor Doom, including me, who's a massive Doctor Doom fan. If they come out and do some flagrant ass shit like that, it's going to be really hard for me to be like, oh, but he's so cool. Ooh. No. Do that to Namor. You put that evil on Namor. Don't you put that evil on Doom. And if they do that, I'm down. You know what I mean? If they do that, I'm down. They could do a scenario in which either Namor or another person kills T'Challa, and then that could be from the machinations of Doctor Doom. That I'm fine with. But do not tarnish Victor like that, because Victor's charm, the whole reason the character works, is because in some ways you can look at him and say, yeah, I can see why he would think that and do that. And he does care about his people. If you take that away from him, he's just like every other villain. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then to totally circle back to like the ultimatum point, the thing that was cool about Ultimatum was like Magneto is the patsy. Like Magneto becomes the person that the whole world blames for the events of Ultimatum. And in some ways, rightly so. I mean, he causes a massive amount of chaos. But he's pushed to the edge by Doom. And there's another really, really interesting aspect of this whole thing. Doctor Doom also has a relationship with one Mephisto. And Mephisto may or may not play a big role in WandaVision and in some of the crazy Marvel stuff that's coming. So for me, feels like a lot of Doom on the way. And I'm all for it. The idea of him being their Thanos, oh, good gravy Marie. If Grand Admiral Thrawn becomes the Thanos for Star Wars over the next couple of years, and Doctor Doom becomes the Thanos of Marvel over the next couple of years, I have to check my freaking pulse every day, dude. Like, what is happening? Like, are we sure this is real? Are we sure this is not a simulation? Like what? Whew. So, I've just gave you a probably barely coherent, rambling, I don't know, thing. So, feel free to ask me some questions, man. Let's get into Q&A, as it were. What do you think? I think it's Q&A time. So I'll start going over super chats. If you've got a little loot and want to help the channel out, it certainly does help. We appreciate it. And I will go over every super chat unless I don't like what you say. If you don't have any loot, don't worry about it. Just put your questions into the chat. And we'll go over it. Lord Vito says, who would win, the White Ranger with the White Zord or Doctor Doom? Doctor Doom. Easy. Easy. Because like on the in the third act, Doom would reveal that he's been aware of the Power Rangers universe and has been monitoring them since like forever ago. And he went back in time and he actually knows Zed and he has all this thing. And he's actually been pulling the strings in the Power Rangers universe the whole time. That's how that would go. Xenius with the $5 holla says, At least that's how it reads to me. Nathan Tattoos, $10 holla says, F that, Marvel all day, baby. Star Wars is great, but Daddy needs his Marvel. Believe that. No Star Wars, no cry. No Star Wars, no cry. Sing it loud, sing it proud. AJ Feder with the $4 holla says, thoughts on Fassbender as Doom. Who would you choose? Fassbender could work. I don't know, dude. Viggo Mortensen. I want Viggo. TG Look No Hands. So, if you think Leto second hero... Oh, yeah, this is the comment that I'm going to ignore. Thank you for the $10. Dan Larkin, $2 holla says, I'm not late, you're late. Right on, man. Brian Clean says, I want Killmonger to rule Wakanda. I will only accept that if it's a Killmonger from a different universe that has a moment with T'Challa. Maybe they play a game of Scrabble and become best friends or something. Big Stevie with the $10 holla says, mentioned this before. I would rather him die in battle than have an alternate BP from another uni assist as needed in the future as he realizes our Wakanda is in capable hands. I mentioned this before. Die in battle and then have an alternate assist as needed in the future. Oh, yeah. Look, that's cool. And maybe that's what they'll do if they go with Shuri or if they go with M'Baku or if they go, with whomever. Who knows? But yeah, that could make sense. You know what I mean? Having sort of an alternate universe thing, but it's, yeah. AJ Fedor says, I want to join the Nerd Vengers. Hey, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. AJ, you're a Nerd Venger now. We got issues with the $2 holla says, have Shuri get pregnant and name her son T'Challa. Not bad. Not bad. Just would take a long time for that character to grow up. Mason Graves says, recast Black Panther, not T'Challa. Original character. Yeah, I know there's some desire for that out there, for an original character. I hate that idea, personally. But I understand that that's out there and that people want that. Again, it just goes back to, like, I'm a comic fan. I've been reading T'Challa forever. I love that character. I want him to get his due diligence in live action. It's absurd that we would be like, oh, this real life person had a tragedy, therefore the fictional character and all the fans of that fictional character must suffer. That makes zero sense to me. I understand it's more than that. It's a complex issue. I understand that. But maybe I must just tell you how I feel. You know what I mean? Louis Tully says, in Revenge of the Sith, why is Padme's death so vague? Because it's mythic storytelling, and all that really matters in that moment is that she doesn't have the will to live. Rogue Soul with a $2 holla says, WandaVision create mutants, reverse House of M. Maybe. That'd be dope. Something like that's a coming, I think. I think even, what was that? There was like the Shuri Files or something like that. There was some book that came out recently that hinted to the fact that Shuri knew that there were, like, basically the reason Hydra was in Sokovia was because they had genetic mutations in Sokovia. And that made the people more susceptible for the experiments that they were doing. So I think mutants and that whole thing, I think they're sort of setting it up. And maybe we'll get something crazy like that, Rogue Soul. I don't know. Dart Wizard with a $5 holla says, multiverse Killmonger shows up in the 616 as another universe's T'Challa and Black Panther. Dude, now you're talking my language. Towards the end of the movie, yes or no? Yes. Yes times a million. That would be sick, dude. Like, not Killmonger, but Michael B. Jordan from a different universe. Man, that would be cool. I'd be a fan. Mr. Plasma with the $5 hollow says, what is stronger than vibranium or Beskar? My will to create mischief. Dirty Nap 34 says, at work right now and curious to when you will see my half sleeve. Brother, I have no answer for you. I'm sorry. I get a lot of DMs. Saladini said, $2 hollow. What Marvel comics do you recommend? Well, my favorite Marvel comic run of all time is a weird one. It's like a little Spider-Man clone run. It's the Kane Scarlet Spider. Kane Scarlet Spider in Houston by Christopher Yost. It was like a 2-year run. It was really, really cool. But for Marvel stories, I mean, I think Secret Invasion is one of the best Marvel stories ever told. That shit was dope. Avengers vs. X-Men is cool. I obviously love Secret Wars. I love all the Secret Wars stuff. My favorite time in Marvel Comics was the time period in the 4 years maybe, that Hickman was on Avengers and New Avengers. And they led into, this is actually when T'Challa joined the Illuminati. Marvel Illuminati, T'Challa had never joined before. And in the wake of Avengers vs. X-Men and some things that happen with these incursions, T'Challa decides to join the Illuminati. It was cool, man. It was a really cool story that leads into Secret Wars and then has its own kind of ending. So, Baby Yoda's escape pod with the $5 holla says Ryan Gosling as Beta Ray Bill. Did that rumor have any weight? Look, there's so much. I haven't checked into that one. I'm going to just be completely honest with you. I have not checked into that one. And at this point, so much Marvel news and stuff is coming out that it's flying at such speed that it's hard to decipher, like, what is everything? What's happening? What's going on? That could be true. The Ryan Gosling thing could be true. I don't know that it is, though. Josh I with the $2 holla says, Vigo for Doom all the way. P.S. Take my money. Thank you, brother. And dude, yeah, Vigo for Doom. That's what I want. That is what I want. Yeah. Scott McCrite says, Josh, do you do Thought Sauce on Sunday? I have no idea what you're talking about. I saw the live content on this channel, but never saw the other one. I have no idea what you're talking about, Scott. I definitely wouldn't tell you that we stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Twitch. And if you knew about it a little bit more, you would also know we don't talk about it. Will Bone with a $2 holla says, Feige said no recast. Can he change his mind? That appears to be the company line. No recast. That appears to be the company line. And it befuddles me. Will, I'm rather befuddled. Bubba. Nice. Bubba Fett. I had a real life neighbor named Bubba. Anyway, Martin Kosaks as Dr. Doom. I don't know who that is. Bruh Dolphin with the $5 holla says, Bruh. Will Kang or Doom be the next big bad? I just answered you in Dolphin. Dan Larkin with the $2 holla says, will we see World War Hulk? That would be dope, dude. I don't know what to think about Hulk. I would really love for Hulk to get back to his savage ways, to be a little bit more, angry. So we'll just see. I mean, there's that rumor of him being the president. I actually think that guy's totally full of shit. So I don't actually think that's going to happen. And until I get more confirmation on that, I think that guy's full of crap. So could go that way with it. I hope they go the other way. And if they don't, I hope Red Hulk comes in and adds some savagery to this whole thing, man. We need either Red Hulk or Maestro or, you know, even, I mean, like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different characters that they could do, and it would be cool. We need a little more savagery back in the MCU, yeah? Dirty Nap 34 says, all good, brother. I get 2 DMs, but mostly from my girl. Oh, no, it's all good, bro. Like, and also you have to understand, here's the thing. I deleted my Facebook, deleted my Instagram. I have 0 notifications on my phone. Meaning my phone just sits there. It doesn't tell me anything. If I want to check my text messages, I open the app. I don't even have Twitter, the app, on my phone. So when I walk away from the Twitter or the internet or whatever, I'm out, dude. I have no way of even looking at Twitter unless I'm here. You know? And that's on purpose. That's on purpose. I'm outie. I'm done with all this norepinephrine, dopamine, rage, Thunderdome fest that most people are engaged with. I'm outie. You understand? I'm outie. So you can send me anything you'd like, but the probability of me looking at it is pretty low. TM Nation, dude, you didn't read my last questions. Probably on purpose, unless I missed it. I'll go back and look. Let's go back and look. Oh, no, you were good. What other characters could they use from Wakanda that would be interesting enough to hold a movie with Doom and Namor? Yeah, probably none, right? I mean, maybe Storm. And I don't think she's definitely not Wakandan. And if they make her a Wakandan, I'm going to be pissed. Because the thing you don't understand about Storm is she suffers in Africa. She's not Wakandan. She's not living the life. She comes up. She's on the come up. So, yeah. Anyway, let's hang for like 10 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen. She's from the streets. That's actually real talk. She is from the streets. Josh, what Fantastic Four villains do you want to see in the MCU? Mole Man, Counselor Reeds, Galactus, Doom, Silver Surfer. I want to get some Future Foundation stuff. Super Scroll would be cool. A lot of cool stuff, man. A lot of cool stuff they can do. Fun fact, Endgame is referenced all the... Wait, what? Okay. Endgame is referenced all the way back in Age of Ultron when Tony has his vision, and then he says he saw the Endgame. Yeah. Danny DeVito as Mole Man? Dude, yes, please. Come on. That'd be sick. Did Tom Holland just drop a teaser release date? I think he was memeing. Maybe not, though. Check Tom Holland's Twitter. Yeah, I saw it. Unless it's not the one. Didn't he do a different date? Tom Holland. Yeah, it's a joke. It's 14/01/21. That's not a real date. It's a joke. It's like, yeah, anyway. Unless I'm missing something. Am I missing something? That's how they write dates in England? What the fuck does the 14 mean? Jesus. Okay, so he's saying the 14th of this month. You know, I'm just going to say it. All the love in the world to England, but the world is so lucky that America was like, nah, bitch, we'll take it. We'll teach the world shit. Get out of here. And I know the current year and maybe past couple of years don't necessarily make that case strong, but y'all are lucky. Because otherwise we'd have stupid ass dates like this. God! You know? We should all be able to unite about these sort of things. You know? Like, imagine if America all stood up at once and said, Tom Holland, how you write dates is stupid, and we as America hate it. I'm definitely not overcompensating for my American ignorance. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Oh, it's for Cherry? Well, who cares about that stupid shit anyway? All right, everybody. It's getting to be that time. Soon, we shall part ways. But not forever. For mere moments. In between moments. Jamie Foxx, that can't be real. Y'all are crazy. Y'all is crazy. Wait, answer my question about black folk like myself speaking out in favor of recasting. I think you should speak loudly. That's what I think. I think you should speak loudly, and I agree with you. I think you should speak as loudly as you can. Topher Grace in Spooderman Trays. Oh yeah, why not? Martin Kuskas was the villain of the first Vin Diesel movie, Triple X. Still don't really know about him or whatever. 140121 is the standard for Europe. I get it, Igor. I get it. God. Dwayne Johnson as Sue Storm. Look, that one is 100% confirmed. And I didn't want to... Look, I don't know how you know that, Mason. I don't know how you know that. But that's weird. I'm gonna hit Paul from Heavy Spoilers about this later. I'm gonna be like, dude, I had a real American British moment with you. Or about this thing, and what do you think? And he's gonna be like, you stupid fucking yank. And I'll be like, yeah, fuck off, you wanker. Sun's getting real low. Jennifer Lawrence says Sue Storm. I can see that. I can see that. All right, everybody. Let's call it a show. Let's call it a show, yeah? Much love to the Nerd Vengers, Broke Vengers, everybody hanging out with us today. You guys are sweet. You know, we have fun over here. Don't take it too seriously. We're still going to talk about Star Wars. Everybody calm down. And, yeah, we'll knock out some solo videos. You got After Dark this week. You got Afternoon this week. We got WandaVision Thursday night. It's going to be real cool. So, it's a good time to be a nerd. It's a great time to be a Nerd Venger. Igor says, cancel Tom Holland for using the wrong date format. See, that's the spirit of that is nice. Yeah. So I can get behind it. All right, everybody. Be safe out there. We love you. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Kevin Feige knew that I was talking about Kevin Feige Star Wars. And he had people tell theory so that yesterday it was clarified. I see you, Suge.